Okay, I mean, what is Damian Lillard doing here? Stop. You're not helping. Like, why are you not seeing your man even? Like, so what? So what are you doing? Like, well, of course that happened. Come on, what is Nurkic doing here? This can't be this easy. You got to get up and guard the ball in drop coverage. Like, come on. This is Luka Doncic. Like, this is what we're doing tonight? Wow. Okay, I mean, if you're Anthony Simons here, you got to sprint back. You got to get your feet set. Like, you got to get in a defensive stance. Like, this is just trash. I mean, come on, you're going to backpedal now and give up an open three? Okay, so this Blazers player comes to double. Okay, fine, stop. But if that's the case, Nurkic has got to get out of the paint and come here. When you triple team the post, the perimeter is going to be wide open. All right, I mean, you got to be able to guard this down screen right here. If you're Damian Lillard, you got to get attached to your man. Like, what is he doing? And get your arms out so Luka Doncic cannot curl. Look when Luka Doncic curls. This player's already beat, so we're not going to be able to guard this handoff because you didn't defend the down screen. It's a terrible switch right here. If you're switching this screen, why is your hands on the screener? Like right now, if you're switching to get your hands off the screener, you need to be in a defensive stance right now with your feet set, ready to guard. But look at this. Your body momentum is going this way as Luka Doncic is coming this way. And you're off balance, and Luka Doncic is hard enough when you are balanced. All right, if you're doubling the post right here, stop. This player is going to rotate here, and this player is going to rotate here, but Drew Eubanks has to come up here. This player only has time to go to the corner, this last Mavericks option. Like, you get one rotation, the second rotation is late, but where's Eubanks? Okay, if you're Yusuf Nurkic here, you got to have way more urgency recovering back to Christian Wood. Okay, stop. Like, right now, you should be sprinting over here. This is not that. So now Nurkic is going to be late to get out. He's going to end up having to crowd Christian Wood, have his hands on him. So now a little jab step gets him flying backwards, and now he's off balance. I mean, the rest is history. If you're Yusuf Nurkic and you're running drop coverage, stop. You need to be right here in a defensive stance with your feet set right now. That's the only way you're going to be able to guard the ball and then recover to Christian Wood. When you're not, like this backpedaling thing, you have no chance of guarding Christian Wood. Stop backpedaling in transition. Get your feet set. Be able to guard. You're just backpedaling into infinity. If you are going to go under this ball screen, then what is this Blazers player doing? Stop. Why are you angling Luka Doncic this way? If you're trying, you can't go under a screen like this. You're going to have a hard time going over a screen. So what was that move? Could Yusuf Nurkic try to defend this ball screen and drop coverage? Like, could you please get up with your feet set in a defensive stance trying to guard this ball screen? This is not really trying. Okay, so the Blazers come to double Luka in the post. Fine, but not everybody else can just be staring at the post. Like Josh Hart, you're going to have to get up here and rotate. And then this player would rotate here and Jeremy Grant would rotate here. But no one's ready to rotate because everyone's just looking. This is again on Nurkic. You've got to get your feet set. You've got to be able to guard the ball and slide over to Dwight Powell. When you're not in defensive stance and your feet aren't set and you're backpedaling, you're really not guarding either of the two. Okay, this shot goes up. If you are Josh Hart, you're staring right now. Could you please just get back? You're staring. Now you're going to gamble. Like, transition defense now is impossible. Okay, Anthony Simons' feet are not set. He's backpedaling. He has zero chance of guarding Luka Doncic right here. Stop. So if Damian Lillard comes into the gaps here, and he has to, but if you're Anthony Simons, you got to play on Luka Doncic's side. You got to force him into this help. You're not going to be able to guard him one-on-one. Like, look at this. You're not, like, get up here and he cannot spin away from this help. And we have the same thing. Yusuf Nurkic is backpedaling. You're not going to be able to guard Christian Wood one-on-one. That's fine. Anthony Simons is right here in the gaps. So get up and force Christian Wood into this help. Like, you trying to guard, this is a joke. Terrible switch. What is going on here? If this is a switch, Drew Eubanks needs to call out a switch. You can't assume Damian Lillard's switching. He's got to go onto the screener now. And if he assumed that, that assumption would be wrong, or at least partially wrong. If Jeremy Grant's not doubling here, then he needs to stay with Reggie Bullock. Look at this. What is Jeremy Grant doing here? Why are you not coming over to Reggie Bullock? So now we don't know if we need to rotate or not. Stop gambling guarding Luka Doncic. You gotta try and slide. Look at this gamble right there. One more right here. Like, you are running drop coverage. Drew Eubanks can't be defending Christian Wood like this. He's got to get underneath in a defensive stance with his feet set. Look at that. You're backpedaling. This is trash. Hey, the Blazers are in a zone. Doesn't matter. They're still running drop coverage. So Eubanks, you got to get in a defensive stance with your feet set. You got to be able to guard the ball and slide back over to Christian Wood. Again, you're backpedaling. Again, you have no chance of sliding back over to Christian Wood. So Shaedon Sharpe gets in the air on this pump fake stop. Okay, so this player is coming to help. Shaedon Sharpe has got to immediately, when he lands, which he just did, fly over to Luka Doncic. Like, you can't go towards the ball and stand. This player went to help, so it's a train wreck of defense. What is this laziness? You should be in a defensive stance with your feet set. Nah, let's backpedal and give up an open three.